Okay, so I'm out enjoying this beautiful day. I think it's probably in the 80s, something like that. It feels kind of warm. I wanted to show you what I was doing today, if you're interested. Well, if you weren't, you wouldn't be watching this video now, would you? These battery pack units here, you know, I use them for electricity, as I've told you in the past, but they need to be charged. So I want to charge them through solar, because I don't want to have to keep running the generator, you know what I mean? These are my solar panels. What a weird name. 12C van. 12C van? I wanted to get the power from those panels into here. So I drilled a hole right through the trailer, right there. And I was kind of scared to do that. I was like, what if I run into wires or something? And then I got several series of adapters. And this is the end right here. So this is what plugs into the battery pack or battery box, whatever. So believe it or not, I installed that outlet and I have not tested it because it was kind of like in the evening yesterday. So I have to test it. So that's what I'm doing now. And if it tests okay, that means I'm done with this solar stuff and I can move on to, you know, another part of the project. But this is how big it is. These are kind of expensive. This is 120 watts. I think it was $180 or something like that. I think that's expensive. You may not. My goal is to charge up this puppy, right? Well, it's at 100%. So obviously I need to do something to get it down lower than 100%. So I plug this in here and I'm just going to use up a little bit of battery power. So while that is running down my battery pack a little bit, I'll do the next step. This is a adapter cord that'll work on a lot of different solar panels. The crazy thing about these solar panels is that a lot of them use different plugs and you had to like find all these different, you know, adapters for everything. So like on these solar panels, yeah, you have this little zip area. And right here, see this little box? It takes a certain little plug to go right in there. So that's what I have this $20 little adapter thing for. So I plug that into there. And I don't know if you may not be able to see, but see that little green light? It's on right there. Well, anyway, that just means that it is getting power from the sun. It's providing power. Okay. So now that I've got that plugged in, I need to get that into the camper. So I take these right here. We just ensure that the polarity is correct. So red goes with red. And trust me, sometimes the polarity won't be right and you need to, you have to stop and correct it. So plug that in to my extension. And now we need to get the extension into the trailer. So this is the adapter we use for that. See the one end here? Yep. So again, we want to be sure the polarity is right. Plug that into there. And plug this into there. So now we should have power coming from the solar panels to here. So this is the hole I drilled, and I put a little outlet here. And we want to be sure the polarity is right, which I know this is right. We just plug that right in. Well, yeah, right in here. Okay, so now the power will be going inside. And it looks like our battery box is now at 99%, so that's exactly what I was looking for. So I have turned this off. I unplugged the light and I turned it off. So here is the plug. So when I plug this in here, if there is power, it should come on and start charging. Plugs right over here. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Well, I checked the connection and all the connections are good. I think there's not enough power coming in through the panels to charge this. I just so happen to have a different brand. This is Bluetti. And let's try that one. Maybe the Bluetti doesn't require as much power to charge. So I happen to have that right here on my adapter. So just to make this easy, I'll just plug it directly into there. Oh, it's the wrong one. So it must be this one. Did you see it come on? So let's give that a few minutes and see if it continues charging. Because obviously it came on when I plugged it in. So while we were waiting for that to see the results of that, we'll come back here and take a look at this. I showed you this on the last video. This is the solar panel for the battery. So it's showing 12.4, and we're gonna let that charge for a little bit. We're gonna come back and see if it goes any higher than that. I have this thing I like to use. It's called an impact driver. Well, you see it has this certain chuck at the very end. So I have a whole set of drill bits that won't fit into that chuck. They need something like this to fit into, right? I went onto Amazon and I thought, well, I'll just get one of these adapters, Put that in there, put your drill bit in there, and then you can do it. Well, look at that. Look how it wobbles. So I can't use it. I mean, it only fits in there one way. So I'm gonna have to give this thing not a good review because it's wobbly. Why would you make something this wobbly? I came back out here to check on the charging status, and they haven't changed, so they're still charging. So I'll check on them later. Maybe I'll update you on the next video, but I think I've put enough on this video, so I'm gonna end this one out for now. Bye.